Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Madhuri and I create informative content with implementable ideas on topics of academics, career and self-development. Subscribe now and click on the bell icon next to the subscribe button if you would like to be notified when new videos are published. When we talk of commerce and finance fields, CA is the most common certification that springs to mind. But if someone didn't go via the CA route and is really interested to switch fields and move into the finance domain, CFA is the way to go. To understand the nuances of this certification, the content that one learns, and the various opportunities available to a CFA certified individual, let's welcome Chinmayee Sadhu. Hi Chinmayee, thank you so much for being with us here today. It's such a pleasure to talk to you after a long time.
Hi Madhuri, same here.
For the benefit of our viewers, do you want to help us understand what CFA is?
CFA stands for Chartered Financial Analyst, which is a globally recognized professional certification, also called as a gold standard for pursuing a career in finance. Just to put that in context, the magazine Economist referred to CFA as being roughly equivalent to a postgraduate degree in finance. It equips you with the knowledge and skills to actually thrive and have a career in the investment industry.
That sounds interesting. How did you decide that you want to pursue CFA?
So I realized I wanted to be in finance in the final year of my B.Tech when I signed up for a course on economics on Coursera, which was administered by a professor at INSEAD. After taking the course, I instantly realized that, I did not know so much about what's happening around me, that I did not understand the financial news in the newspapers. And also, I was working in a job where I was working on the tech side of finance and not really the finance aspects of it, where I did not understand how it impacted the bottom line of the firm. So, yeah, that's when I decided that I wanted to pursue CFA and switch into finance.
It's a good story and definitely motivating for our viewers. What kind of subjects are covered as part of a CFA course?
You would really start off with quantitative methods where you learn about statistical concepts, probability, hypothesis testing, and then you really learn about the time value of money, interest rates, discounted cash flow applications. And then after you are done with quants, you then learn about different capital markets, which are equity markets, debt markets. You can learn about derivative markets. You also learn about corporate finance, where you understand how private and public enterprises are valued, how the share market works. And then also you get to learn a lot of basics about economics, how the demand supply dynamics work. Of course, a major part of it is also understanding the accounting, because if you want to be a financial analyst, you also want to be knowing the accounting concepts inside out. So that's one major aspect of it. Then you also learn about what are the different aspects of portfolio management. So you learn about a host of subjects, and it's pretty interesting.
Did you study all of these subjects by yourself to prepare for the exam, or did you join any coaching institutes?
So for level one, I did join a coaching institute, but I mostly studied on my own, and that's very doable. Level two is quite complex and calculation intensive as compared to level one. I thought that it would be better to join a coaching institute because then it would also keep me on my toes, because I was also working full time. So I didn't want to like relax or laze around. And when you see a lot of people studying along with you, you also get the motivation. So I did both. Level 3 is very doable on your own if you know the level 2 concepts inside out.
Okay, you're talking about multiple levels here, Chinmay. Do you want to dive a little bit deeper and help me understand from the time that you start deciding that yes, I want to pursue my CFA to the time that you actually hold a completed course of sorts? What does the process look like?
I would say it's a multi-step process. First thing to understand is whether you are eligible to appear for CFA Level 1 exam or not. Their rules have changed post-pandemic. What their latest rules say is that you need to have at least 3 years of continuous higher education, which you pursue in a sequential manner, or you need at least 4,000 hours of work experience, which can either be investment or non-investment related. So once you qualify for appearing for CFA Level 1, you then need to undertake all the three levels sequentially. And it doesn't matter, if you don't clear level 1 in the first attempt, it's fine. You can give a reattempt, but you just have to pay the fees every time you appear for an exam. So once you clear all the three levels, you also need to have a minimum of 36 months of work experience or 4,000 hours of work experience in an investment related field. And when I say investment related field, there are multiple things that are included under it. So you could look up on their website and see whether the field that you are working in classifies as investment related work or not. And once you are through with all of these requirements, you can then become a member of the CFA society and apply for a charter.
Okay, so if I understand it right, somebody who is still, starting their work after their undergraduation, they can pursue CFA along with their full-time job, and at the end of their CFA, as in when they complete level 3, they should have also met those different criteria that you said about 36 months of work X and 4,000 hours of training in that particular field. So the two can go hand in hand.
Yeah. And technically, if you are pursuing a 4-year course like a B.Tech course, you're eligible to apply for CFA in the final year of your graduation because you've already completed 3 years before.
You studied for this course along with your full-time job. How easy or difficult was it to manage your time?
It was pretty tough because I was working for a good 8 to 9 hours on weekdays, and I literally squeezed out every minute that I got free after office or before office. And I used to spend like 7 to 8 hours over weekends to study. From my experience, on an average, it takes about 250 to 300 hours of intense studying for each of the levels. And mind you, it's not an easy thing to clear. It really depends on your educational background. For example, I am from an engineering background. I could easily master the quantitative methods, but I struggled a bit in accounting and economics, whereas somebody who is from a pure commerce background might struggle in quantitative methods but would find economics or accounting very easy to master. So once you clear all the 3 levels, I think you have a plethora of options available to you. You can work in an investment industry, you can work in private equity, could be wealth management, commercial banking, it could be financial modeling, it could be research, risk management. So you could like potentially be in any of the finance fields, except in certain very specialized fields like actuarials and all for which you require a different skill set altogether. But yeah, I think there are a lot of options which I just mentioned.
What are some of the opportunities that people who drop out at any of the levels have for their career in the finance field?
Once you give level 1 or level 2, it stays with you for lifetime. It's not something that's going to expire. But it really depends on where you want to be. So, for example, if you really want to go into portfolio management, there they generally look for somebody who has a charter with them. But let's say if you want to work in a investment banking related field, or if you want to work in risk management, even if you clear level 1 or 2, it should give you sufficient skills to actually work in your area of interest.
What advice would you like to give to someone who has just started studying for their CFA?
So my advice would be is to first go through the entire topic and see if it actually interests you. And also the second thing I would advise is that there would be a lot of people who would try to put you down and also say that this is not for you, or it's very tough, and XYZ things. If you want to pursue CFA, just go for it.
Amazing. Nothing better to hear that level of motivation for someone who is just starting out. Thank you so much, Chinmay. And it was a pleasure speaking with you today. Definitely a lot of information that you have shared with us. Do you want to ask our viewers to subscribe to my channel?
I would like to say that Madhuri really comes up with a lot of good content and a lot of good topics, which generally people have a lot of questions on, but they don't know who to approach. So I would definitely recommend you all to like, share, and subscribe to Madhuri's channel.
Thank you so much, Chinmay. Hey guys, I hope that you got answers to everything that you were looking for with regards to CFA. If you have any further questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section, and both Chinmay and I will try our best to answer as much as we can. If you're looking for any guidance with regards to your career progression or self-development, please feel free to reach out to me on the link mentioned in the description box. Here's wishing you all the very best from Chinmay and I. Thank you so much for watching, guys.